They were telling my grandma what was going on. She's like, oh, I slept through all that? And then they're like, yeah. And she's like, oh, no wonder. Because, like, late at night, Nando woke up my grandma. He's like, there's someone standing at the door. Oh, my God.
Guys, we're back and we're on episode 6 now. This is me, Jessica, and
Ligia. And welcome to another episode of Giggles and Chisme.
all right, Ligia, what do you have for me today?
Well, how do you think the last episode went with our very first guest?
I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I don't know. How did you feel about it?
I thought it was pretty good too. I had Bibi, my sister.
Yeah.
And some of her friends were like, oh, have me next. So I'm like, you have to follow us and subscribe and send us your stories if you want to be a guest. We're still going to have guests. So send us your stories. Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. And also don't forget to share if you feel like, if you actually really do enjoy us, because we did get a couple of nice feedback there on YouTube. So if you're watching and you're subscribed, shout out to you. We wouldn't be able to do it without you.
Yeah, thank you guys. You motivate us. But how was your week? You were gone. Where'd you go?
So I went to Vegas. I was there for Memorial Day weekend. I was there from Friday, and then I barely got back yesterday. It was a lot of fun.
You were there for a minute.
I was there for a while. I was definitely, there was a lot we had to do.
Dang.
I actually got my phone stolen.
Ow. How? Who stole it?
So, I didn't know this was a thing, but I guess there's this place. It's called Fremont Street.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically like a strip almost, right?
Yeah.
But it's like music everywhere. It's literally like a party like on this street, okay?
Yeah.
And so for those of you who haven't gone to Vegas, which is if you're a minor, probably, the drinks in Vegas are so much stronger than the ones here. Like, I'm talking,
really?
Yes.
Wait, is it true if you're in a casino and you're gambling, you get free drinks?
I actually don't know. I don't gamble.
Oh, really?
I didn't gamble. I'm not a big gambler. Like, it's not my thing.
Why?
Like,
Because you lose?
yeah. Because I win and then I don't want to put it back into the machine. I'm like, oh, that's me. That's all me right there, you know? So, so I'm not a big gambler. But anyway, so we were on this street, right? We were on Fremont, and it's basically this big old party, like, like on a street. But it's like really cool because, like on the street, they have like a display that goes over, so it literally feels like it's daytime. Mind you, it's like midnight.
Oh, really?
And it feels like it's daytime because of this big old display that they have.
Oh, so kind of like a casino, like it's so dark, so no one can see windows or anything, so gamblers just stay.
No, it's not dark at all.
Oh, it's not dark?
Bright. Like, it literally feels like it's 3 p.m. in the day.
No way.
Yes. So so that's where we went, and they had like a DJ kind of set up in one area, and so we were jamming out there, and then I was dancing with like people and my friends and blah blah blah. And then later we moved down the strip or up, I don't remember. I was faded at this point. I was like already like 2 drinks in, I think.
Yeah.
And they were playing Mexican music, playing La Chona and stuff,
Oh, so
blasting.
fun.
It was so fun. So, and I saw that and I was like, whoa, like, well, we should, and my friends were like, yeah, let's do it. But I think before that, or no, after we saw what was going on there, we walked back down, and we went to Denny's, and the Denny's over there, they serve alcohol.
Oh, really?
Yes, they serve alcohol
Like
at the
what?
Denny's. Chocolate martini.
Oh, wow.
Like they have this like margarita. They call it the Slammarita.
Oh.
Yeah. So we went, and at this point, I'm already 2 drinks in. So we go to Denny's. I get another drink. I'm 3 drinks in, and I'm so like, it kind of knocked me.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, whoa. So we were at the Denny's, and I used my employee discount at the Denny's.
What? How? You don't work there anymore.
They didn't ask for verification. I just told them that I work at a Denny's
In Utah?
I didn't tell them where. I'm like, oh, can I get my employee discount? They're like, yeah, sure. So I got my
Are you guys hearing this? OMG.
So I got my employee discount. Anyway, shout out.
Don't expose the waitress name.
No, I don't remember her name. I
Oh.
was 3 drinks in, and I had only had hash browns that night. So I was yeah. I couldn't remember her name even if I tried. So, but yeah. So after we had, we ate, we got food in our system and another drink in our system. We went back down to Fremont, where they were playing the my people's music. And we all started dancing, literally all of us. And mind you, this is a very diverse group.
Yeah. Who went?
So it's Sydney and then her coworker.
And why is it diverse?
It's diverse because Sydney, she's Burmese, and then her coworker, she's
so they're all Asian.
She's from Chinese descent, and then the other one is she's an islander.
Oh, an islander.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, and so we were all dancing, and at some point I dropped my purse and everything fell out of it, and I think that's when I lost my phone. Got so either it got lost or it got robbed, but I'm pretty sure it got robbed because my purse, like everything that was in there, like spilled, and then there was a couple of people that helped me pick it up. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure at that point that's when somebody was like,
that's so rude. Why would you steal someone's phone? That's so rude.
Well, it's just so pointless. It's like, you should have just stolen my wallet at that point. I had $100 bill in there. Whoever stole my phone, I hope you're punching the air right now.
Just mail it back to her and all is forgiven.
Just mail it back to me.
Her address is 12. Just kidding.
I'm like, just mail it back to me and everything is, we'll forgive and forget, because I miss my gold iPhone. Well, white iPhone. Now I have this ugly ass black iPhone. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's not ugly, but shout out.
Color is important.
I'm like, shout out AT&T for
well, you have insurance.
Yeah, I had insurance.
Because when you texted me, I was like, oh, because I would trip out. I would cry because I'm like, I don't have insurance. Oh. And so I would cry. But like, my phone's got to buy a new one, get all my settings back, blah, blah, blah. So I would cry. So I was surprised. And then when you told me I had insurance, I was like, oh, like, you're fine. Like,
I was still tweaking like a little bit though. I was kind of like, it did, because I think when I finally realized that like my phone was missing, it was like 2:50 a.m. Yeah, and so I was like, what am I doing out in the Vegas streets at 2:50 a.m.? Yeah. Let me know. That was my sign that I should have gone home.
Nothing good happens after 2 a.m.
That's what I'm saying. That was my sign that I should have gone back to the hotel. Anyways, don't explore Vegas after 2 a.m. No, just kidding. Do it. It's actually really fun.
But anything else happening in Vegas? Anything else exciting?
So my friends took me to go see
So you're blaming them?
Yeah, it's their fault.
So I wasn't aware. You went against your will.
Well, at that point, it wasn't against my will because, but I would have lost $70 if it wasn't against my. So what happened was, when they were planning the trip, I was very inactive in the group chat, which don't be inactive in a group chat if you're planning a trip. But I just was, like they would be texting and like, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And I didn't really care. I was like, whatever, like I'm cool with whatever. Like I'm just here for the vibes,
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I don't feel like I'm really picky with where we go or what we do. So Sydney's coworker, she's like, hey guys, I gotta, like, do you guys want to go see Thunder Down Under? I didn't know what it was. I just assumed it was a DJ because they like going like seeing DJs all the time. So I was like, whatever. So I didn't even respond, and I was like, whatever. They all said yeah. And so I don't even remember if it was the same day or a couple days later. I look back at the text and she has a screenshot. She's like, oh, okay guys, this is how much it was per person. And I was like, cool. I go back and I see for those of you who don't know what Thunder Down Under is, look it up. 18 plus.
I didn't know what it was.
I didn't know what it was either until I saw
and she comes to me crying, I don't want to go.
I didn't cry.
And I was like,
that's not
but
what
you
happened.
wanted to go when you were in a relationship, because we went to Vegas together.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of the things that I wanted to do were out of spite. Like in reality, I don't feel like I ever really wanted to do anything. I just wanted to do it to spite him.
Oh,
yeah.
So that's different, T. But you would always say with your tia, like, both of you guys want to go.
Yeah, no, and I did until she showed me a video one time.
Yeah.
And I saw how dirty it could get. And I was like, you know what? I was like, never mind, like, I'll pass.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was like, this like some Magic Mike, you know, they dance or whatever, and I'm like, it's cool. I didn't know it got as graphic as it did.
I've seen the video, so I wasn't there, but I saw the video and I was literally dying. I was dying.
Jaw on the floor.
I was like, at first it was like, okay, she was like, and then it got real interesting, real fast.
graphic.
I was like,
dude, it was so bad. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe that just happened.
what was your feeling when you're like?
I was just nervous because I was like, these people are looking at me, because the people around like are looking at me, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. Like,
You're like,
I'm just like,
just like move the hips.
and then at one point I put my hands up because I didn't know what to do, and I backed up, and the girl that was behind me, she pushed me forward, and so I was like, oh my god, and the guy, that's when he grabbed my hands, and I was like, ah!
Oh, and let's just say he grabbed your head too. It was crazy. It was just crazy.
It was, anyways, yeah. It was really funny afterwards.
But it's a good time. You guys had a good time, right?
Yeah, we did have a good time. It was really funny. I don't feel like that's one of the things where it's like, when you're old, like, I get it. When you're young, it's like funny. Like, you just sit there and you're like, oh my god, like, like, what is this, you know? So like, I think that was like, it was a funny experience for sure. Would I go again? Probably not.
Why?
Because I just feel like that's something you kind of experience one time and you're just out of curiosity. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really care for seeing it again. I'm not saying it was like, oh my god, like that I had the worst time ever, but it's just like, it's just something you do once to just see it, and then after that you're just, at least for me. I don't know how other people feel about it. I'm sure there's people that, you know, do like it and like will go more than once, but but for me personally, mine was more of like curiosity thing at the beginning. And I messed around and found out, so
Wait, so you wouldn't go to like a strip club?
No,
I
don't think so. No, I think that's it for me. I'd go to Vegas again though. I love Vegas.
Vegas is fun when you're 21 and older.
Yeah, Vegas is fun when you're of age for sure.
Yeah, but I don't think I would ever. Because when I saw a video, I was dead because I don't like looking at those things. I get very uncomfortable.
I just was laughing the whole time because I was just nervous. I was like, oh my god, like I can't believe. I was like shocked. I was like, what? Well, because I didn't expect it.
I was like, wait, did you go up there voluntarily, or did they like make you go up there?
No, it's not voluntarily. They just grab you.
Oh yeah.
I didn't. You think I had my hand raised?
Yeah,
I was like, excuse me, sir.
I'm like, come here.
I'm like, come here, my turn. No, they just grab you. Because the dress that I was wearing, it was kind of small on me. Because my friend let me borrow it because my wardrobe was very limited. So I was literally sitting there like this, like my hands, like my legs were crossed, and I was holding my dress down, and my hands were literally tucked under my thighs. And that's when and he tapped Sydney on the shoulder, like he brushed his hand on her shoulder, and I was like, oh, my girl finna get it. And so I looked up, and I was laughing because I saw it. I was like, and he looked at me, and that's when he was like, this is you, Shardy. And I was like, no. And that's when he came up, and I was like, oh, there's no way. He just grabbed my hands, and I was like,
I would hide under the table.
I wanted to die.
That's how, like, I just like, no, please, I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it.
I was just shocked. I was like, I feel like I caught a body that night.
The roster went up.
Oh my god, body count went up for sure. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it was a lot for sure.
Yeah.
Like, anyways.
Oh,
yeah.
that's so fun. I want to go to Vegas again.
You want to go to a show?
I don't like going to those shows. Like, bruh, I tried to watch 50 Shades of Grey with Sydney, and I couldn't.
Sydney watched 50 Shades
She would
of Grey.
put it on, like, in middle school. We're, like, in middle school or early high school. She would just watch it with her other friends, and I was just like, I just can't watch this. I feel so uncomfortable. Like, why are all of us just here watching, literally, on the TV? Like, I just felt, and even like people, my friends, they know I get weird about it. I'm like, I don't
It's
want to
so
talk about
funny.
it. I don't want to talk about it. Like, don't talk about. I'm like, next topic, please, because I just don't like looking at that stuff. I just always close my eyes, and I get so awkward.
Yeah. I just laugh. I'm like, oh my god. I try to like avert. You know,
Yeah,
I'm like,
I'm just like,
at least when I'm alone, like I don't mind like watching whatever, right? But like with
I feel
other
like
people, when I'm with other people, like watching like Euphoria with other people.
I could not watch Euphoria.
Like I used to watch Euphoria with like my ex.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
You guys are like,
well, there's a lot of like
no, it's strong.
it's strong.
No, that's
you know?
why I watched one episode, because everybody was watching it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. Like,
Yeah.
give it a try. I watched one episode, maybe even two. I was like,
Yeah.
I can't watch this anymore. This is too strong for me.
Yeah.
Like, just the content's too strong for me. And you can call me prude, you can call me whatever. But I was like, I can't. Same with Shameless. I had to take
Yeah.
breaks from watching Shameless because it's just too strong for
I
me.
just couldn't get myself to watch Shameless. It was too much. It was too much in the beginning.
It's actually pretty good.
It was
I
too much
finished
too
it.
early. Oh, did you?
I finished, but I had to take breaks because I'm like, there's something going on in my head. I'm just like, I just
oh my
can't.
god! One time I was watching Euphoria, and you know there was a scene, a little spicy scene.
Yeah.
And my phone was connected to a speaker, and my mom's boyfriend turned on the speaker, and it was like straight.
He's like, what are you guys watching?
I was like, oh.
You're just like,
my
you're like
God.
turning up the volume. Why isn't it
No,
working?
I did.
And then I can't hear it. What's going on?
Dude, I never turned off my Bluetooth so quick when I realized.
Dude, that's my fear. Like, oh my gosh.
I
But
was like, this is not real. This is not real.
but what ruined Euphoria for me?
Yeah.
You don't watch Grey's Anatomy, do you?
No, but isn't that
Mark
guy?
Sloan?
Yeah, he
Okay,
isn't
Mark
he?
Sloan. We love Mark Sloan, and he's in there. I could not see him. I cannot get him the same. It ruined it for
His
me.
character in
His
Euphoria
character ruined it for me. Yeah.
is questionable.
So that's
for
also
sure.
why I
He's a
stopped
creep.
watching it.
He's a creep in Euphoria for sure.
Yeah.
But I thought Euphoria was a good show though.
You
I really
finished
liked
it?
I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are they making new ones? Because I heard an actor died.
Oh yeah. What's his face?
The one of the main ones, no?
Yeah, he
Mhm.
was. I don't even remember his name. It's just been so long since I watched it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he committed suicide. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was following his dad's death. It was really sad.
That's so sad.
Yeah, he was really young too.
So they're not gonna make a new one, or
I actually don't know if they're gonna make a new one or not. I haven't been keeping up a lot, but yeah,
but dang. So that was Vegas.
that was Vegas.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
I hope so.
More crazy things went down.
Huh?
More crazy
no,
things went down.
I think that was it. Actually, I'm like, I don't know. Am I missing something?
No, I don't know. I don't know what happened. We weren't talking.
Oh, we went to this club because Sydney got us on a guest list. She was
Yeah.
like hitting up this promoter.
I kept saying that she would just hit up promoters,
Yeah.
and they were like,
And
get
it
you
worked.
guys in all the time. I
Yeah.
was like, oh my gosh, I need to do that, but I get shy.
No, literally, they will. And she's the one that does it because she's the social butterfly. I'm like, believe it or not, I'm actually really shy. I'm like, it doesn't seem that way because like you're my comfort person.
Yeah.
And like a lot of the people I surround myself are my comfort people. Like I'm not like I'm not closed off around them. And if I am closed off around somebody, it's like I won't hang out with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But so yeah, she was hitting up like promoters, this promoter specifically, and he got us into a club because we were gonna go see Metro Boomin. But the guest list was closed by the time we got there.
Yeah.
And so we hit up this other club. Anyways, I've never dressed as slutty as I did. in Vegas.
Oh.
and I felt uncomfortable. I was like this skirt is too
Wait,
short.
was it your jean skirt one? I saw
Oh,
a picture.
you saw it?
I
Where
saw a
did you see
picture
it?
because Sydney posted a picture on her Snapchat, like a mirror pic.
yeah. Dude, it was so short.
Really?
Yes. It was so short. I was like,
Whore. Just
no,
kidding.
literally. That's how I felt. I was like, oh my God, I feel like the biggest whore right now. I literally was like, Cindy, I feel like everybody's staring at me. I feel like the biggest whore.
Just
I'm
don't like. Well, because who cares, you know? But if you don't want to show, just don't go down,
Yeah.
and you're fine.
Well, I don't go down even when I am wearing something.
But
long.
you go down when you're like, you know, just like, you know, like dancing side to side.
No,
You go
yeah.
down.
Yeah, well, I was wearing shorts under it either way. Like
Oh.
I was wearing my like biker shorts,
Oh,
and
then
then I
you're
rolled them
fine.
up a little bit. But either way, I still felt like I was showing
Yeah.
too much skin. I was like, I feel like a whore, you know. And so, anyways, so we got into this club because we couldn't get into Metro Boomin, so we went to a different club, and there was this DJ that they really liked. I don't even remember the name. You know, they're big on DJs, right? But we were there, and I seriously started having a panic attack.
What?
Yes. So we were in the crowd, and this girl like kept like bumping into us, and the girl next to me, she was stiff completely, like passive aggressive stiff. You know when like somebody's stiff because they don't want you to move them or get by or whatever. That was her. Because I would like the girl next to me. She was bigger, okay? And at the end of the night, I was so upset. I was so mad that I was like, Miss Big Body Benz over here. Dude,
you're canceled.
No, it's because, dude, like she was elbowing everybody, and we're like yo, chill. But she was elbowing everybody.
You elbow back.
And then no, and I at this point I was just like, okay, this is too much. Like I was so overstimulated. And then the girl next to me was also pushing me because homegirl was pushing me. So I would, I'd move, and then the homegirl over here would push me back. And I'm like, what? Like I need to get out of here. And I couldn't get out because she was stiff. And at this point, she was like almost like behind me. And I couldn't get through. And so at some point, I just shoved her. I literally just, like, just.
No fight window?
Dude, I just body slammed her, just fucking move, And I like, my throat got all dry, and I was like, I need water, like my mouth was so dry. Like I just, oh my God.
Was it like a bad panic attack you had before, or just like you were just like,
it was about to be like, it was really bad. I ended up paying like $15 for water because I just needed water. I was like, yo, like I can't do this. Like I had to walk away. I was like, it was just too much.
No fight then? You didn't fight that girl?
No, are you kidding me? Why would I fight somebody?
It reminds me of, Bad Girls Club.
Oh yeah,
there's like a new show called Baddies Caribbean.
Oh, I haven't heard of that.
So it's all the baddies, and they be fighting like crazy. I just started watching the show with my friend, and they were fighting like, I'm not kidding. They fight over anything, like literally anything, but they get down like and it's scary because they're always wearing wigs. So like their wigs are always like yanked off.
No, they're just getting
and they have like one eyelash on. They're like, I'm like,
oh my God,
she didn't win, but I'm like and like it reminded me in Vegas, because I remember I went to Vegas, there was these girls that was pushing me.
Oh, I remember that.
And I was getting mad.
You kept getting pushed into me, and so at one point I got irritated, and I was like, Leah, get stiff, and I shoved you back, and she shoved back the
and I was giving that girl the death stare. I was just like, shove me again, because I hate when, and I get it, it's a club, you want to go to the front, but we were already there. We were already at the front. But say excuse me at least, or say sorry, because that's what pisses me off. When you don't say sorry or excuse me, because I get it. I might bump into you just because I lose balance.
That's what I'm saying. Me too.
But if you keep doing it and you don't say sorry or excuse me,
that's what I'm saying.
Get mad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And look, I don't want to like.
Remember the couple that was standing next to us? And they started yelling at the girl that kept trying to get in.
They were so heated.
And then the guy was like calling her ugly.
I was like, some people are really mean.
I know. He's like, get your ugly ass up. It's like, whoa.
And Vegas is low-key weird. Remember when that guy just touched my arm?
Oh,
and I was like mad. I was like, why are you touching my arm? And then he was like low-key like trying to look for us again in the casino. I don't know what hotel we were in.
Oh, ew. I actually kind of remember, but kind of don't.
Because like, okay, so he like touched my arm and he was like rubbing against it, and I hear stories, I watch movies, so I was like, did he like give me something for me to like pass out or something? And I was just tripping, so I was like, why are you touching me like that? Because it was open space. We weren't even, there was not even a crowd.
I feel like, did we go to Paris? I feel like we were
I think it was in Paris. It was one of the hotels where there was a club in a hotel.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
And we went to use the bathroom.
I don't remember the name, but yeah.
He did it. I remember we were upstairs. He did it. And I was like, excuse me. And then he just like, was like acting all stupid.
I remember.
And then we go downstairs to the bathroom and I see him again trying to look for me. And I was like, what? Like, hello? Like, why are you stalking me? And guys just bother me. They just bother me when they don't respect.
I know, I hate that.
Because I get if there was a crowd. Mm-hmm. There was no crowd. There was open space. So why are you touching my arm? I'm taken. Bye.
She's engaged. She's an engaged woman.
But no, I do want to go to Vegas again. It sounds fun. But I like going to certain clubs. Do you like any clubs?
Like in specific over there? Nah, just whatever the vibe is.
Mm.
I really liked Fremont though. I feel like that was better than any club.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I feel like you'd actually love it too.
Well, I like Hispanic.
Just don't get your phone robbed.
I just like Hispanic music.
Yeah.
Like EDM, like...
Yeah, that's not my...
That's not my vibe.
That's not my jam.
But isn't that Sydney's jam?
That's Sydney's jam for
so
sure.
didn't you guys go to a club like that?
That's why I had a panic attack. That EDM. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Like,
It was just too overstimulating. There was just too much,
yeah.
you know. But that's why. And Fremont's not like that. There's like, you know, there's obviously a crowd, but it's not like people bumping into each other. It's not like, it's nothing like crazy like that. You know what I mean? Where it's like crowded. No, this is like.
It must have been really crowded too because of Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah. No, I know that, but I'd pick Fremont over clubbing. It was a vibe. I feel like you'd like it. I feel like you'd actually have a great time.
It has Latin music or
They
R&B
did.
or some like rap. I love anything. I don't care. I don't care if I don't know how to dance to the music. I'll just like, hey.
You'll just jam to it.
Yeah, I just love that music.
Me too. I just like anything that I can jam to. Gasolina.
But since you were away in Vegas without me,
I didn't know you wanted to be invited.
No, I don't know Cindy's friends. And
I
lucky it's
don't
better.
either.
It's better to go in pairs. If you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But I watched The Strangers Chapter 1. Have you seen trailers about it? You don't know anything about it?
Mm-mm.
Dude, it's crazy. I've been seeing videos that in real life, this is happening in real life. So it's 3 people who wear a mask. And like they kill people in this cabin in the woods.
You watched it?
I saw it.
You went and saw the movie?
Yeah. But this is happening in real life.
What?
That there's 3 people in masks to like, I think it's to advertise the movie. But they're in LA. And they're just showing up at people's houses, just standing. Like 3 people in masks. Yeah. I'm like, that's so scary. Like, what would you do if you see like right now 3 people outside my house with masks on? They're just staring at the house.
I'd ask you where the where the
gun is at.
Yeah. Well, no, I'd ask you where your I forget what it's called.
What?
You know that room?
Oh, your escape room?
Yeah. Where's your escape room?
I don't have one.
You're rich. I'm sure you do.
And I wouldn't say it online so that people can come find me.
Oh yeah.
No
that's
thanks.
Right. But I tell you to take.
This
me to
is
your
why
escape
you're
room.
not invited. You'll tell the whole world. You just told the whole world right now.
You just want me to die. You're the one winking.
Survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest. No, yeah, but I think they're doing that for like marketing purposes. But I don't know if the movie was based on a true story because it said like it was, but it wasn't.
Like
it was
based
weird.
on true events.
It didn't say based on true events.
Oh.
Like this is a story that happened because it said the FBI sees this amount of number of crime cases every year. That's 4 every 7 seconds, something like that.
Yeah.
And they're like, since you've been watching this film, 7 crimes already happened.
That's insane.
And I went with my friends, and we had the whole theater by ourselves.
Oh.
So we were, Logie was lit. It was scary.
Thanks for inviting me.
You're in Vegas.
You couldn't wait.
I know. $5 Tuesday. We went on Tuesday. You have to go on Tuesday.
When have you ever asked me to go see a movie with you on Tuesday? Remember when we went to go watch No Hard Feelings? And we took Alex.
But that movie was so funny.
Oh, like for those of you who haven't
We
watched.
accidentally took some minors because I don't look at ratings for movies. So I didn't think it was gonna have explicit showings. And it's really funny. Like I watched it 3 times already.
Me too. I watched
so
it
funny.
so much. I rewatched it a couple times.
But we
took my little brother who was this was last year, so he was like what 14.
Yeah,
he was 14 at the time, and then Talia, she was 12.
But I believe they see worse on their own. Low-key.
I'm sure they see worse on their own, but
we should have been the adults.
We should have been smarter, and we literally were sitting here with these like teenage.
I thought it was a
minors.
comedy. You see, their trailer made it look like a comedy.
It did. Like you didn't see any of the explicit content
I thought it was
on their trailer.
PG-13.
And then I
was like, close your eyes.
And Ligia was trying to close Talia's eyes. She's like, and Talia was like, oh my god, guys. And then after the movie, because Christian and Alex sat like on the other side of the theater, because we bought our tickets separate. And Alex was like, Jesse, why did you pick this movie? I was like, I literally had no say in what movie.
Because I wanted to watch the movie and we were all together. So I'm like, let's just invite everybody. I'm never inviting anybody again.
And if you do, please make sure there's no nudity.
Yeah, that's just things you forget.
God.
But dude, that movie, The Strangers, it's so scary. You need to watch it. Like watch
by
it
myself. You're tweaking.
Watch it by yourself. It'd be more scary. We were literally yelling in the theater. We're
that's
like,
scary. Why would I watch that by myself?
Because it's really scary. But it reminded me because so like the plot is like these people who are okay, never ever stop at a small town ever. I told my mom this because she wants to go on a road trip. I'm like, if we go on a road trip, never stop in a small town, because small town people don't like outside people. And so close your Coke already.
I'm trying.
Don't make a mess.
I'm like, for those of you watching the video or not watching the video, I was trying to close my Coke and drop the lid like 3 times. Anyways,
but
so this is small town. Yeah, small town people don't like outsiders. Yeah.
So these people who are
kind of
traveling,
like Utahns.
Yeah, who are traveling in Oregon. They're hungry, so they get off the freeway and they stop at the small town to eat food, right?
Yeah.
And then literally, I don't know where their car stopped working. So like their guys like, we can help you get your car fixed.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, this is a scam, because the only place to stay at was this cabin deep in the woods.
Oh my god.
And they're just stuck there for the night.
Yeah.
And they just, as soon as they walk in the restaurant, everybody gives them dirty looks. They're like,
They're like, who are these strangers?
Yeah. And so that's why it's called The Strangers. And I'm not gonna give any spoilers, but let's just say it was really scary, and it reminded me of a time where like someone broke into my house.
No way.
Yeah, and it was scary because like, and it reminded me of squatters. You know what squatters are?
Oh yeah, people that like stay in like
In your house,
your home, and then can basically like, you can't kick them out.
It's not just that. And I think it's also called like frog hopping. They like go in your house.
Yeah.
Without you knowing. So they're like
so scary.
They're living. I saw another movie like that. I was like, watch.
Well, there was that guy that was on the news too, that he moved into a house and there was somebody living there. Mm-hmm. Like in the attic or something.
And there's some squatter laws. Who made these squatter laws? Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, they're a California thing, I think.
And
yeah,
I think when I saw that movie, I was so scared because I'm like, because we have a laundry room. Yeah. And upstairs there's like a little hole.
I'm gonna squat in your house.
And I have a feeling someone's living there.
Oh, stop.
I like psych myself out because I've been hearing noises when I'm home alone. And I'm like, watch out, someone is in here, because it's easy to just go into the garage. Yeah. And go in, and like our house is pretty empty considering like so many of the kids moved out. Yeah. So I'm like, watch out, someone.
And her house is big too. Like your house is big. Like how many bedrooms does it have? Like 5? 7 bedrooms.
Yeah. And so, but I think they're living in the attic. I always say like, hey guys, or if you're living here, say hi.
It's like, hi.
Like, guys, please.
She wakes up, she's home alone. She's like, good morning.
When there's ghosts, I'm like, that ghost is my friend. Like, don't trip.
I've been here, and like sometimes I'll hear something. I'm like, yo, Likia, did you hear that? Or I'll ask her, I'm like, is somebody home? She's like, no one's home. And I was like, am I tripping, or did you hear that? She's like, oh yeah, that's my friend. She's like, come say hi.
I think my house was haunted at some point, but I've learned to not be scared of them.
And they won't harm you. I used to be a chicken. Oh my god, I was such a chicken. I couldn't go into the kitchen at night.
Well, low-key, I feel like that's why I had sleep paralysis.
I had sleep paralysis too.
But that's time. We're gonna have that story time with BB.
What, when she tells her, she had sleep paralysis too.
A lot.
Really? My little brother is a sleepwalker.
I used to be a sleepwalker.
Really?
Yeah. I was found in the tub one time.
Alex was under my mom's bed one time.
That's scary. You can't find anyone there.
I know. My mom gets scared. She's like, when you leave, make sure you lock like now that it's summer, because he's at home now and he sleeps in and whatever. Mm-hmm. She's like, make sure you lock the door when you leave, because I don't want your brother getting out. And I'm like, is he an animal? Like, why are we keeping him?
Well, because when you're sleepwalking, you don't really know like what you're doing. Yeah, because everything's just like natural instinct.
one time my mom woke up to like banging noises.
That's scared.
He
Your brother's
kept
possessed.
He kept walking into the closet and banging his head
In the
on it.
closet. Have you not seen The Conjuring when that girl will bang her head on the closet?
But he wasn't inside of the closet. The closet was closed. Yeah. And he kept walking into it.
Yeah, that was the
I
girl.
know, it was
That was
freaky.
the girl in The Conjuring.
It was so freaky.
And then there was a demon on top of the closet.
She said, your brother's possessed.
Yeah. So watch out for signs. But have you ever had a scary experience where like someone robbed your house?
So I wasn't there, but when my mom was pregnant, or no, she had just had my little brother.
Mm-hmm.
They broke the glass to our house, like in the back.
Why?
Like, oh, you know where my room is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that they broke that glass. I don't know. I think they were trying to rob or something. They thought nobody was home. They threw batteries in, broke it.
Batteries. Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well,
And my mom was in the bathroom, and I think she had left my little brother in her room. And then she just hears like, ching.
That's so scary.
Yeah. That's scary.
But do you guys have an alarm system or no? I'm just asking because
Yeah.
you guys have Ring.
That's it.
Oh, you guys should have Ring.
That's it. Yeah. And we just barely got that recently. Like, it's not, Ring hasn't been around for that long.
No, yeah.
But no, we're too poor to afford a security system. We also live in a duplex, so let me know how we'd set that up.
I wonder if you can if you live in a duplex.
I don't think so. I don't know
You
though.
should be able to, but
Even if we could, we're too poor for it.
one time, so back then, we had an alarm system, and I had a sleepover with Sydney
Yeah.
and Rachel.
Oh,
Yeah,
I remember.
and-
Sydney talks about it all the time.
Yeah, she's low-key traumatized. Poor my friend Rachel. Rachel, I haven't talked to you in forever. If you're seeing this, hi. And sorry if I traumatized you that night. So we were having a sleepover, and so something about me, I can only have sleepovers at my house. I can't go to a friend's house, nothing like that.
Her parents won't let her. It's not personal choice.
Yeah, and so I was like, oh, because they wanted to have a sleepover, and I was like, we could just have one at my house. And at the time, I had a trampoline in the backyard, and I was like, oh, that'd be fun having a sleepover on the trampoline. And like,
oh my god.
and like our backyard had like a playground. We even had like a plane that like had a teeter-totter.
Yeah.
And like it was like, it was cool. Like we were just like, we're gonna have fun, we're just gonna play games, blah blah blah. I think it was like 6th grade or something, so we were still pretty young. And so we had an alarm system, and I told my dad, I was like, don't put it on, because like what if we have to go pee, or what if it gets cold and we want to come inside later at night? We need to get in, so and leave the door unlocked.
The perfect storm.
Okay, I'm not kidding. I swear, it's not even our neighbors, but we'll say neighbors. So my house is right here, and there's a hill behind my house, and on that hill, on the very top, there's houses, like a whole neighborhood. There's this house that I swear is always looking at us. I swear is always looking at us, and here's why. Because before, they would throw water balloons at our house when we would have a barbecue.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I think it's the boys that live in that house that went inside my home. And if you're watching this, you're rude. And you didn't even, supposedly you didn't take anything, so fine, but you're rude. And
She said, I am traumatized. You didn't take anything, but I'm traumatized.
And so we were sleeping, and I hate Sydney. She can't take anything seriously. So here's how it started. I heard noises by the trash cans, and I'm like, who's that? And I'm like, oh, it might be my older brother Avro, because he always takes out the trash. Like, he probably forgot. So I'm like, he's probably doing that late at night, and I'm not tripping. And then, because to be honest, I live in a pretty safe neighborhood. There's only been a few times where there's been like 10 cop cars come to my neighborhood, but only twice. Nothing too serious.
Oh yeah. See, I can't even count the amount of times cop cars have gone to our house.
No, like 10 with dogs.
Yeah.
Like, that's another story. That's so interesting. But
So we'll save that for another time. Anyways, back to your story.
and so I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna trip. And then I see the shadow, and he's literally wearing a hat. And at the time, my brother would wear his hats all the time. So I'm like, oh yeah, it's him. And I'm like, Avro?
He was a skater boy, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sydney had a crush on him.
And I was like, oh, it's Avro. But then I'm like, something's not right. Like, he's not saying something. And so I'm like,
oh my god.
I text him, like low key. I'm like, are you awake? And I don't get anything. And then this happened so fast. All these guys were like coming into my backyard. It was like at least 7 guys. And
would be
Sydney
shitting
was
myself.
laughing. I was telling them, guys, be quiet, hide under the blankets, like be quiet, because I don't know what they have.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing. And then I'm texting my dad, are you awake, like there's someone in the house, there's people going in the house. Look, I was an idiot, I should have just called 911, but I was just scared. And
right, it was your first response.
Yeah. And so I was like, oh my gosh, like texting because I didn't want to call because I didn't want them to hear me. And then Sydney's just laughing. She's like, guys, just shut up. Like, she was still like half asleep and she's just laughing, making noise. I'm like, Sydney, shut up. Like, shut up. There's people here. And she's like, no, you guys are dumb. And I'm like, and Rachel, she's like crying. And I'm like, guys, just be quiet. And then I literally see these guys with their phones. I see someone go inside my house.
Oh my God.
And from the back door, go inside. And then go with their flashlights into, there's like, I have a room here, a room there. And then they just all scrambled away really fast. Yeah. And I call my dad. And my dad's like, hello. And I'm like, Dad, people went inside the house. He got up. And then like the cops were called. But you know what's scary? So my little brother was younger, Fernando.
Yeah.
And my grandma was staying with us. And she was sleeping in his room with him. And he was like younger.
Mm-hmm. Like little.
Yeah. And because the next day, so cops came, we couldn't find who it was.
Yeah.
Like my friends, we just slept in my room. They're like freaking out because obviously it's scary, and I'm like, yeah, no one's gonna want to sleep over at my house now. And I was like,
I'm blacklisted.
I'm like, guys, it's not that serious. Nothing happened to us. Okay. Like, we're good. And because I swear it was those guys, because how would they know? So many guys.
Yeah.
The one day that our alarm is off and our door's open, the one night, makes no sense. So I think they're staring at us, and if you're still looking, look the other way, because
turn around.
Yeah, so annoying. And
oh my God.
Yeah. And then the next day, so we didn't wake up my sister, none of my siblings, right?
Yeah.
And my little brother, so they were telling my grandma what was going on. She's like, oh, I slept through all that. And then they're like, yeah. And she's like, oh, no wonder, because like late at night, Nando woke up my grandma. He's like, there's someone standing at the door.
Oh my God.
And my grandma's like, go to sleep, like you're just dreaming.
Yeah, Nando. You remember that?
He was little. And that's why my grandma didn't take anything serious, because she's like, you're just dreaming, go to sleep. And my grandma was like, oh, no wonder Fernando said that to me. Like they went all the way up there. Yeah, but
that's so scary.
Yeah. And we didn't have
money. I want to puke.
Yeah, isn't that scary?
That's so scary.
There's probably these teenage boys like, you're so annoying, don't come in my house ever again. That's why we have cameras. But what?
Nothing.
But so yeah, that's what happened. And that's like the strangers just reminded me, like strangers just coming into my home, like don't come into someone's home.
Scary.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'd pee myself.
But low key, I want to learn how to use a gun.
I want to learn how to use a gun too,
just in case.
But I'm like not to be like liberal or anything, but I am anti like guns, because I'm like, you shouldn't need a gun. You should not need a fully automatic gun for anything.
Again, what's the purpose of a gun? What's the purpose of a gun? To kill.
Exactly. So it's
but everybody has a gun. So
that's what
I need to know how to use
one.
And
that's what I'm saying. Is like, if nobody had access to a gun, I wouldn't feel the need to carry one to protect myself. But since everybody has access to one, it's like, now I want to learn how to use one, because you never know. And especially as a girl. Like, are you kidding me? Like, imagine I get kidnapped. I just pull out my Glock.
Well, if you get kidnapped, just act crazy so they give you back. You're like,
I don't need to act.
Oh yeah, I'm crazy.
I'm crazy. I'm all tweaking.
But yeah, that's my story time for today's episode.
It's so scary,
guys. Just be careful if your neighbors are stalking you, because I swear it's them.
Oh, you know what? You know what's crazy? You know how I told you that they tried breaking into our house, like through the back, through batteries? It was also our neighbors.
Really?
Like, they lived one street back, I think.
It'll always be your own.
It be your own people. It be your own people, bro. It really is, though.
I know, because they're always looking at you, so be careful.
I know, and you'd think those are the people that would try to protect you. We had neighborhood watch, though. Like, me and Christian were actually talking about this the other day. How you know how like you go to some neighborhoods and they have that orange sign or whatever, and it's like neighborhood watch, like on patrol or blah blah blah.
It's mainly the big neighborhoods where it's easy to get kidnapped.
Yeah, well, Ours had one. Ours.
Cause it's the big. Cause bro, I almost got kidnapped.
I think
in the
it's
neighborhood
down
down
you
there.
want to know why? I bet you it's because there's a school nearby. Because there's a school right by my house.
And it's not just that. Like since it's a big neighborhood, you can easily get lost.
Yeah.
And I almost got kidnapped. Like for real, I almost got kidnapped. Like
Where?
twice. In that neighborhood, in the neighborhood over there, not in your neighborhood.
I was like, ours?
No, I have so many stories where I almost get kidnapped.
Jesus Christ!
I'm not kidding,
dude. I'm such a chicken. I don't go anywhere by myself. I'm like the biggest chicken.
I wasn't by myself. I would always go on walks with Vivi, and this guy. Okay, I'll tell one story. I'll tell another story later.
More.
I'll tell the next kidnapping story another time.
When you're with Vivi or which one?
It's always with Vivi. She's my bad luck.
And maybe don't go out with her anymore.
So there's this big neighborhood because my neighborhood's really small, like really, really small.
Right, it's like a little cul-de-sac almost.
Yeah, and so we don't have neighborhood watch, but there's this park where it's in a really big neighborhood, and low key there's like woods, so like you can get lost there.
Yeah,
we went, me and Vivi, and even Nando went there on a walk because we had to walk our cousin's dog because we were dog sitting.
Yeah,
and I'm always. You see, this is how you know I do love my siblings, even though I would never say it out loud. Because I'm always on alert when I'm with them when we're walking.
Yeah.
And we were just walking, and I noticed this car. I always notice every car.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw this car. It wasn't even a van. It was just like a
regular ass car.
Just a regular car.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I saw that car when we were walking on the big street. I was like, probably nothing. Probably lives here.
Yeah.
And then there's this place where we go in a neighborhood where only you can go through walking.
Oh my God.
And then we go through there.
Yeah.
Because the neighborhoods aren't connected. You have to go all the way around to the big street to go to that other neighborhood. But if you're walking, you can cut through.
Oh, okay. Kind of like how ours is. Or like a bridge there. Yeah. Okay.
Kind of like that. We go through there because that's the way to go to our house.
Right.
I see the car there again.
Oh.
And then he's just slowing down.
Oh,
and then I'm like, something in me was like, sorry, cousins, but I was like, leave the dog, grab Nando, and we're gonna start running. Cause like we need to run. God. And I'm like, the dog can fend for itself. Like Fernando, he was still really little. Like he can't fend for himself, and he was kind of chunky. So I'm like, I can't really carry him. So I'm like, let's go.
He's a little bigger.
I'm like, let's go. And I'm like, baby, I'm like, who cares about Sadie? And it's just like, no, we have to take Sadie. That was the dog's name.
Oh my God.
I'm like, okay, but baby, if something happens, we leave Sadie. Sadie will protect us. She'll take the guy. Yeah. Like, because she was a German Shepherd. So, like.
Oh, Sadie is fine.
Yeah.
Sadie does not need nobody.
Yeah, she was a German Shepherd. My cousin's listening to this. I love Sadie, but, you know, when you're that little, you gotta take care of your siblings.
It's survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
And Sadie is fit.
Sadie will defend, and I think she'll help us get away faster.
Yeah.
And so, because I'm like, what if the dog slows us down? I'm like, we can't have anything slow us down.
Right.
And so, and this is why, like, before when Nando was little, I would get so stressed because I'm like, there's always that one person in your family that would hold you down, and it's usually the youngest.
Yeah.
Like when you see those scary movies,
and you're like, oh
I'm like, how would we do this? Like, how
I need to ditch him? No, I'm just kidding.
And so, and that guy was still following us, and we saw him again on the creek road, on the big road.
Yeah.
When we were crossing the house, I was like, oh my gosh, like we need to zoom.
Like, I need a haul.
Yeah.
I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
That's so scary.
I know.
And so you just ran to your house and
we ran, and we were with Sadie.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't let her go.
Right.
But I was just thinking, like, worst comes to worst, if that guy's chasing after us, like, by foot.
Sadie's gotta go.
Like, just drop her, and she'll fight him off. Like,
yeah.
That's why I felt a little safer having her there. But that's why in big neighborhoods, it's so easier to kidnap.
Yeah. Well, don't tell them that. Just kidding.
No, tell the kidnappers. There's neighborhood watch now, so if you're trying to kidnap, good luck.
Oh, but anyways, we have neighborhood watch, right? I mean, because we're talking about this lady that actually lives like in that same street. She used to live like down the street, but now she lives like in front of where I live.
Yeah.
And we don't know if she was or wasn't the neighborhood watch, but me and Christian always say that she was because of how much she'd snitch. Not in a bad way, but kind of in a bad way.
Yeah.
But she'd just always be snitching. She'd always be watching. So it's, me and Christian were like, she always knew everybody's business. So we always thought that she was a neighborhood watch. But
that's so funny.
But yeah, I don't have really scary experiences like that because I'm a chicken by heart. So I don't put myself in like situations where I feel like I'd be in danger.
You would think I'd be scared walking alone, but I still loved walking alone to school.
No, I can't. I've hated walking alone. I've hated being alone for like my whole life. I've always hated it. It freaks me out. I can't do it.
Well, it is a scary world out there.
That's what I'm saying.
But at the end of the day, you can get kidnapped when you're with people. Like,
I know, but it's just like the likelihood of it happening is like,
put your weight down. If you get kidnapped, put your weight down so you'll be heavier so they can't take you. I learned that.
Really? I just kick them in the nuts.
Are you gonna kick them if you're frantically panicking?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because they're probably gonna grab you.
And I'll hit them in the nuts. I'll hit them with one of these.
I know. My mom was like, hit him in the nuts and then hit him in the eyes.
Why you think I got these?
I know.
Why you think I got these? Why you think I got these? I sharpen them every morning. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah.
But at the end of the day, you don't really know how you'll act till you're in that moment.
That's true. That's so scary. I never want to find out though. So I'm gonna stay at home for the time being till I'm done with school. No,
well, do you have any Reddit stories for us?
Not today.
Not today.
I couldn't find any interesting ones or anything like that correlated. But maybe next week. Next week for sure.
Okay.
Also, I feel like we had a good stories here today. Like personal ones, which I was a fan of because they were scary.
I have a lot more, but we're gonna have Evie wants to come back and talk about her horror stories.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Vivi. Come back. I actually really love that episode. And
yeah, and guys, don't forget we are gonna have more guests come on.
We don't know yet. Nothing is scheduled as of right now.
But send us your stories.
But if we're feeling one of you guys, then we'll work with you guys for you guys to come on because I like having people. It's nice.
Yeah, and then
I like having other people contribute.
I like hearing their stories.
Me too.
Chisme.
Their chisme. Their personal life chisme.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you got personal life chisme, hop on. Don't be scared to at people. Who cares?
Say their name.
Say their name. And if you say it by accident, we'll bleep it out. We've done it before.
Exactly. But is that it for today's episode?
I think that's everything for this episode.
Okay. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, comment, share this video with your friends, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, and YouTube.
And we can't wait to see you guys next week.
Exactly.
Bye.